What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So doing something inside today because it's super cold out. It is January 25th. And so what I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be starting some Japanese black pine seeds. Got a little packet here, says about 180 of them. I've got a glass of hot water, and what we're going to be doing is pretty easy. You know, all you got to do is take them out. Oh. Of course, there's a package inside the package. Doesn't look like 180, but whatever. We'll find out. And so what we're doing with these is we're just going to take these and start the stratification process. So we're going to soak these for 24 hours, and then tomorrow I'll come back and we'll find any of them that are still floating. I'm going to pull out, and then they're going to spend a week in the refrigerator. There we go. Just stir it up a little bit, make sure that they're, well, we know we've got a few that are at least viable for sure. Most of the rest of these should sink as well. Any of the ones that float are not going to be viable. So once we've given these time to settle, they'll spend 24 hours in this glass of water. It's just hot water straight out of the sink. I didn't heat it up or anything like that, so it's probably like 100, 120 degrees, something like that. But yep, we'll let that go, and then tomorrow we will be, I'll be back, show you what I'm going to do. And then we will get those in the refrigerator, and then about a week after that, we'll be planting them. So I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, what's up, y'all? It's the 26th of January, so next day. But as you can see, I had about half of them sink or so. So those should all be viable seeds down at the bottom. These ones at the top, probably not. But because it is like half of the package of seeds, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I would normally do. But I've got two different bags, that way we can separate them out and look, see. Some of these up here may be viable, I don't know. They just were a little drier than the ones on the bottom. I'm not real sure. But what I have here is a bit of sphagnum moss, and what we'll be doing is taking a little bit of the sphagnum. It's been soaking for like 2 or 3 minutes. You don't need it to soak for long. You're just wanting to rehydrate it so that it's not super duper dry. Squeeze out a good bit of water, most of the water. So they're just slightly damp. So there's one. Then we have our sink bag. And we're going to come in and do the same thing. Squeeze out most of the water and then down into our bag. So, taking our float bag, and we're going to come in here, grab the seeds. We're just going to throw them down in this bag, and we'll zip it up. We'll do the same thing with the ones that are on the bottom, except we're going to just pour out the water. And then we should just be able to dump them into the bag. Just zip them up. Make sure everything's down at the bottom. Set that one to the side a little bit. And now I'm going to pour off most of this water. We'll take our sinkers. It's slightly more sinkers than there were floaters. And the last one. Make sure they settle down in the moss, because you want them to stay damp. Seal it up. And these are all going to go just into the refrigerator. We will be back in 1 week, so next Sunday I'll come back in here and look, and we will pot them up. So I will see y'all in just a little bit. All right, what's up, y'all? So it has actually been 8 days. Sorry about that. It's they've been sitting in this refrigerator for a week. Well, a little over it. Like I said, it's been 8 days. I've got two knockoff Anderson flats. They have the drainage bottom. There you go, you can kind of see it. And what I did, because that square's a little big, I just took a little bit of window screen repair, a roll of just the fiberglass window screen repair, and cut a couple of pieces to fit on the bottom just so that the substrate doesn't wash out. It is just the Miracle-Gro seed starting potting mix. It's cocoa coir, perlite, and what's the other one? I don't know. I read it when I bought it. Oh, sphagnum, peat moss, and perlite. So these are the floaters. So these probably are not going to be viable, but that's why I've got two trays here. I'm going to do a little experimentation. Like I said, because it's like half the package of seeds. I didn't want to get rid of all of them. Just picking through the sphagnum to make sure that there are no lost seeds. A little bit of sphagnum is not going to hurt anything.
and any seeds that come in. Anyway, while I was preparing these pots, put the potting soil in. It's about an inch and a half potting soil mix, and took it and just soaked it down real good. And the rest of this, it's got a good bit of seeds in it. So we'll just sprinkle this over the top. And then we're going to do the same thing with our sinkers. Except instead of pulling all the sphagnum out, there's no real need to do it. We're just trying to get a good, even sprinkling of the seeds all across the top. You could do it by doing this and then digging a little hole, but I find it's way easier to just throw your seeds on top. Then we're going to take a little bit of this potting mix, and we're going to put about 1/4 of an inch of soil on top of them. Real easy, real simple. Just get it all evenly covered. And then you can either take, if you've got like a nozzle for your hose that's like a real light mist, you can use that. Or you can pick up one of these little spray bottles at Lowe's or Home Depot or basically anywhere, cleaning supply store or whatever. It's just a clear plastic bottle. And we're just gonna take it and spritz the top. Make sure that we get all of that substrate nice and wet. And anytime that we see this drying out at all, over the next couple of months, we'll come back in with our spray bottle and do the same thing. Just spritz down the top, make sure you keep that all nice and wet. But what I'm going to be doing with all of this is it's going into the laundry room. Actually, I'll show you all that when I go in there. Show you what kind of setup I'm going to have. And a good thing to do is just go in, move it around a little bit, see if it's if there's any more, if it needs any more, like if it's still kind of dry. And basically anytime I go back there, because that's where all of my cuttings and stuff are, I check on them a couple times a day, just because it's not heated, but if the door to the bedroom gets left open, then it kind of gets a little dry in there. So I go in there and check, make sure that I don't need to water. Again, little spray bottle, a couple of mists on top, keeps everything in there nice and moist. And yeah, so I will see y'all in there. Oh, forgot one thing. We need to mark this. So these are the sinkers. These are the floaters. Sinkers. Just throw a little piece of wire on there to remind me. That way if I have to move them to do laundry, then I know which one's which. So yeah, these are the sinkers. And that'll remind me, a little S for the sinks. Okay, I'll see y'all in there. Alright, so what's up? We're back, we're inside now. So I've got these two seedling heat mats. They're just little cheap ones I got from Amazon. Just plug straight into the wall. They have a little thermostat sort of. Just crank them all the way up to high. That's what I'm doing. They don't get super hot. They're probably 70, 80 degrees or so. But yeah. And so I'll just place those on top of here. And like I said, anytime I'm in here, I kind of just take a look at any of my plants that need a little bit of water and spritz them. Check out the ones up top. Got some up on the shelf. See, this guy needs a little bit of water. But yeah, they're starting to leaf out again. They're nice and warm in here. They get pretty decent sun. And as long as I do this, every now and then, at least get a little bit of water on them. Like every other day or so. Surprisingly enough, this guy right here, which I did that week before Christmas, y'all saw it on Christmas, or right before Christmas, still alive. And it is beginning of February. It's like February 3rd, so I just make sure, get a little bit of water on it. But yeah, still alive. Not starting to really drop needles. I mean, it's dropping a few here and there, but it's not super bad as far as needle drop goes. So yeah, so I got my sinkers in the back, floaters up here in the front. Actually, I think I'm going to switch that around because this front side gets a little bit better light. And I'll probably switch them around every couple of days just to make sure that both sides are getting enough light, enough heat onto the top of the soil, as well as that heat coming from underneath. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see y'all in a couple of months when these are actually sprouted, and we'll look at doing something a little bit different with them. So until the next time I see y'all out at the bench. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. If y'all like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down low. Give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, or you have some comments, or you have some critiques, or just maybe some helpful hints at some way to do it a little bit better, let me know down low in the comments. And until the next time I see y'all out at the bench in the backyard, just remember to grow them big, but keep them small.